Okay, welcome back. It's cold and I'm tired and it's probably 8 o'clock. But salvation is my only function here, even though I kind of feel like getting ready for bed would also be a good function for me soon. Salvation is my only function here. So that was one of the reviews today, and also my part is essential to God's plan for salvation. So that was lesson 115. Yeah, I think it took me 2 days to do it, but the sun was shining today, so I had to run around and just be out and about. So anyways, when I started this lesson yesterday, it really wasn't like doing anything for me. I'll just admit it. Like, it just wasn't doing anything for me. But tonight, when I listened to Tina Jesus, and this is why you should follow Tina Louise Spalding and listen to these channelings, or she put these channelings actually in a book called A Year of Forgiveness, is I believe what she titled it. And when I'm finally done with the lessons, I am going to gift myself the actual book. Like, now I just listen to the Jesus channelings through the videos, but I would love for it to be in my possession. So that's one of my rewards for finally making it through this year. And then I'll just restart the year, you guys. Yeah, as soon as I make it through this again, this is not the first time I did A Course in Miracles, I'll just restart the year. It's what I do. It's what I do. But anyways, when I listened to Tina Jesus, I had something click. I had something snap in. Like, salvation is my only function here. My function here is to forgive the world for all the errors I have made. Remember when I read that yesterday morning and I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? Like, this has never clicked like this. The errors I have made, what everyone's doing wrong in my life is a projection of the errors in my mind. When I really let that sink in, I was like, oh my God, is that how bad my mind is? Like, is that how violent my mind is? Is that how horrible? Is that how guilty my mind is, that I actually project outwardly these experiences that are downright horrible? Like, I was really kind of like bummed, because that means like I got some serious work to do because of all the fuckery in my life. Like, oh my gosh, but that's what that meant. My function here is to forgive the world for the errors I have made. Those are my projections. It's just something else. Anyways, so yeah, I am essential then to the plan for salvation, to God's plan for salvation, because anytime I am not participating in forgiveness, then you pretty much can guarantee that I'm participating in judgment and attack. And so then I'm perpetuating separation. I'm part of the problem of illusion. I don't know. So anyways, he gave me his plan that I might save the world. So that's why each and every one of us needs to do the work up here, so then collectively we can fucking stop this madness. Yeah. Anyways, here's Tina Jesus. So Tina Jesus for lesson 115 said, when you judge the world, you are perpetuating separation. You are perpetuating suffering and sacrifice. Why? Hold on to your socks. Because there is only one mind here. There's only one mind here. So you are literally attacking your own mind when you attack an outside form, when you are judgmental towards someone else or the behavior of a group of people or just something, whatever it is. You're literally attacking your own mind when you attack outside of yourself, because there is no such thing as outside of yourself. There's literally only one mind here. So your part in salvation is your forgiveness on your projections onto others. So your projections are your unloving thoughts, is your unloving mind. That's why you're doing A Course in Miracles with me, because our minds are very unloving, whether we realize it or not. But I am probably like you, becoming to realize it very quickly here. So Tina Jesus said, forgive the world. That's why you got to forgive everyone for everything. Forgive the world. And then once you come into this deep forgiveness and surrender, you will evolve very quickly when you understand this principle that there is only one mind. And when you attack an outside form, you are literally attacking yourself. So what do you need to do? Stop the attack thoughts and stop creating a violent world. Because anytime you're doing that, you are most definitely contributing to the separation. I know, it's like, what? Oh my God. I literally was sitting in my warm, cozy office closet with the space heater and being like, oh my God. I'm doing it. I'm part of the problem. I am the problem. There's only one problem here. It's me. There's only one mind here. It's me. So anyways, holy moly. I don't know. It just started feeling really big. That's why sometimes I take 2 days with this stuff, you guys. But and it just was really hard to focus yesterday and today. And so I just do what I can do. So anyways, holy crap, there's only one mind here. And yeah, anytime you attack anything outside of yourself, it feels bad because you are literally attacking yourself. So to all my outwardly projections, I mean, you guys really suck. So I'm going to try to clean up my mind so you suck less. No, it's just that judgment stuff. It's that's how deep we are in this dream and this illusion. We are obviously in this perception of separation because we're still in bodies and all that. And but yeah, we see that mother trucker, that brother of ours, as something that attacks us, and we attack back. And that's what we have to forgive and somehow understand that that's our own projection. It blows my freaking mind, you guys. That's our own projection. That's our own violent mind showing us its violence, its guilt, its hatred, its negativity, its belief in separation. Our egos are ginormous. All right, pathways of light. It's a doozy, but just, get cozy. Pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 115, Insights. Review. Salvation is my only function here, and my part is essential to God's plan for salvation. My function here is to let go of all the guilt I have projected onto the world. With separation comes guilt. With guilt comes projection, or seeing the guilt somewhere else and denying that it is in my own mind. As I let go of guilt, I see innocence. As I see innocence in my brother, I am able to see myself as innocent. God did not make separation. When I try to make separation real by believing in separate bodies, at deeper levels I feel guilty. At deeper levels I know that this is not of God. Releasing these barriers to love is my salvation. Letting go of seeing a world outside myself is my salvation. The world I see outside me is still in my mind. As I change my mind, what I see changes. As I forgive others, in other words, let go of my projections, I am doing my part in God's plan for salvation. Today, I am willing to practice stepping back and remembering that anything I perceive as outside myself is a projection. This projection is coming from my own mind. Today, I am willing to step back and hand these projections over to the Holy Spirit to receive a new perception, a healed perception. Today, I am willing to practice seeing only innocence. Today, I am willing to practice seeing as the Holy Spirit sees. Today, I am willing to do my part in God's plan for salvation. It feels so good when I forgive. It's amazing that I don't do it all the time. I feel deep peace, loving, happy, and safe when I forgive. I walk with a lighter step. I smile, I laugh, and I enjoy every moment when I forgive. It seems that this ought to be motivation enough to be on constant alert for opportunities to forgive. Yet it seems some days it's just the opposite. I'm vigilant instead for opportunities to judge and criticize, to be dissatisfied in one way or another. It gives me the satisfaction of being right, but it certainly does not give me the peace and fulfillment of being happy. The fear of not being right seems to be a greater motivator than the attraction of happiness and peace. On the surface, it seems unbelievable that this could be true. But beneath the surface is the fear that if I'm not right, I do not exist. I need to be right to defend the image of myself that I have made, that I think I am. Having identified with this image, the loss of it would be perceived as death. It is the terror of death that makes being right more appealing than being happy. From this place, I would rather defend a false and empty image out of fear of death than accept the calm, peace, serenity, and perfect happiness that is mine by God's will. It is this false image of myself as alone and separate from God that I must let go of or forgive. All the seeming circumstances, situations, events, and people that seem to need forgiveness merely are stepping stones to the core forgiveness that must be done. They simply symbolize the core belief in the false image of separation. It is this I must forgive, and this forgiveness is the salvation of the world. Here is my true and lasting happiness. Here is love allowed to be itself, and I accept myself. The world is saved along with me because I recognize that all the world is part of my one self. I breathe a sigh of deep relief as I sink into the serenity of God's loving arms. Today I will practice being vigilant for every judgment, every unforgiveness, in whatever form it may appear. I will practice turning each one over to the Holy Spirit to receive His reinterpretation, His perception, His light. And with each one, I move a step closer to the ultimate forgiveness in which I fully accept my place in God's plan for salvation, and I see the world as healed and whole. Here I will find joy unspeakable and full of glory. But beneath the surface is the fear that if I'm not right, I do not exist. This just took my breath away. This is so the illusion, or maybe just one of them, that is in my way. It must be in my brother's way as well. Dear brother, please forgive my unforgiveness. I can't tell you how often I have recently asked, both silently and out loud, myself and my brother, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Never once did I ask guidance from Holy Spirit. Funny thing is, I didn't ask because I thought I was so right in asking the question. How often the Course reminds us that it is Spirit who knows the place, the attitude, and the questions that would be helpful rather than scary to the student he brings to us. Again, Spirit has taken the leap. pathwaysoflight.org. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. We're all crazy, I guess. All right. Well, anyways, good lesson, 115. Salvation is my only function here. It's been reaffirmed within my mind, my right mind, if there is even such a thing. My God, this is why I'm going to have to do A Course in Miracles for the rest of my days. Whoa. However, I just want to end on a positive note. That snapping moment, that clicking thing that happened whenever I heard Tina Jesus talk about the projections. Oh my God. And then the fact that once we can understand this principle, which I am in the process of understanding, good news, we will evolve very quickly then. And that really is going to be a game changer when I finally freaking realize that everything that's happening outside of me is a projection. That's gnarly stuff. So tell me what you think about that. Because I really do want to forgive these mother truckers. And I guess that means forgiving myself. Because on some very, very deep level, we are super duper guilty that we left God or whatever, and it's whoa. So then we just keep on projecting that out. I don't know. There's a lot for me to understand, but I sort of feel how once you can understand this principle, that things could move along a bit smoother, a bit quicker, and that even coincides with a lot of other messages, with the Arcturian Council and stuff. I like to work everything in my life together, but and even today, their channeling that I read today for them was all about your thoughts, and they literally said, now is the best time that's ever been to change your mind. And I thought, that's exactly why the F we are doing A Course in Miracles. Keep it classy, Sade. All right, you guys, thanks so much. Lesson 115, salvation is my only function here. And my part is essential to God's plan for salvation. So, and just leaving on that note that there is only one mind here.